I would see and hear things that others wouldn't. But seeing not as in my mind, seeing as in right in front of me or the next corner.
Gisela Rodriguez blends ancient wisdom, science, and the infinite love collective to help people awaken their highest potential. Do we all have this, or only certain people, or are we just, some of us are so blocked we can't get to it? Tell me more about how it works.
Everybody has it. We are spiritual beings having a body, material experience in this planet. The five senses are just a little spectrum on a much bigger, wide spectrum of reality. When one heals, plenty heal. How was it?
That was beautiful.
So when you are able to be open to what you don't know, because you don't know, life unfolds in I would say, in a beautiful way.
Welcome to Radical TV. I'm Shawna Smith. Joining me here today is Gisela Rodriguez. She is a former journalist, reporter, and business owner. For the past 15 years, she has helped men and women from all walks of life embody their highest potential, allowing them to thrive in health, wealth, and spiritual connection. Gisela blends energy healing, ancient knowledge and science, channels the infinite love collection in codes of light. A passionate traveler, Gisela brings global insight with grounded wisdom to her work. Gisela, hello, welcome.
Hi, hello, happy to be here. And my name is called the Infinite Love Collective. And you can call it guides or angels or ETs. It's the thing that supports me. And all goes back to when I was a kid. I would see and hear things that others wouldn't. And so, but seeing not as in my mind, seeing as in right in front of me or the next corner. And for a period, I shut it down because I could not relate to anybody else because there was not this kind of information around me or someone that could support me. And that is a big part of the work that I do. And they're always present and they guide me in the sense of how to best support the group or the one person in front of me. And they're not separated from us, actually. I'm part of the collective. And in some aspects, some of them are me in the future. We call it the future, but actually it's in a parallel reality with an advanced knowledge. So it's kind of bringing to this life either what you call past experiences from past lives or that higher aspect of us living in the future, what we call the future. So it's kind of course, I studied several modalities or frameworks from some more, you would say, spiritual or energy modes of healing to some more scientific. So I have executive master in positive psychology, or I'm a certified hypnotherapist, or past life regressions, or like all that. But I don't use methods. I use my framework that blends the knowledge that I bring, the knowledge that I'm accessing more and more, and the knowledge that I get from what I study, I study best and what I study now, because life unfolds and science is evolving in so many wonderful ways that is getting to the ancients would say that this, and this, and now they're putting in terms of scientific expression and doing measurements so that the rational mind kind of copes with it, even though like the chakras or traditional Chinese medicine, the meridians, you cannot see them. But traditional Chinese medicine is around like for 5,000 years and working.
Yeah.
So it's also about going beyond the five senses. It's trusting that you're always guided and you are so much more than the physical body. And the five senses are just a little spectrum on a much bigger, wide spectrum of reality.
This is so interesting to me because, Gisela, I mean, do we all have this or only certain people, or are we just, some of us are so blocked we can't get to it? Tell me more about how it works.
Well, everybody has it. And it's like some come this time to be musicians. Don't ask me to sing because actually sometimes when I'm channeling, I do sing. It's wonderful. Ask me to play the violin because it's not my thing, or don't ask me to draw a building. I will draw as I don't know, maybe a 5 years old kid. It's just what you have as in a contract, coming life after life after life to evolve and to share your gifts. But going to the spiritual and more than the five senses, we all have that. We are spiritual beings having a body, material experience in this planet. And there are plenty of us happening in different parallel realities. And being in the now is crucial. Not being in the past. Because then you get, I used to be this, or because something happened, now I'm not as much as I wanted to be, or not being in the future. I want that, but you're not present. And so if you're not present, you're missing yourself and all the opportunities and all your evolution in the now, because your experiences in this now and this now and this now and this now and this now, right? So it seems like I'm getting away from your question, and it's actually much about being in the now and being able to understand that you are divine. It's written in the Alquran, it's written in the Bible. Jesus said, you can do what I do and even better. Said it, right?
Yeah. And you understand this now as an adult, but you had this as a child. And what was that like?
Actually, it was fantastic. The only frustration was, who am I going to share this with? Because imagine being a child, growing up, teenager, and now saying, I'm seeing this, so be careful, or you should stop doing that because your body is reacting in this way. You may not feel it now, but most likely there's a huge possibility that you will develop this and this. I remember at a point, my dad used to park a big car in a specific place. And I said to my mom, she was open, and she is. My dad wasn't. Like, my dad was like, what's that? Like, just shut up kind of personality, because he couldn't see what I was talking about.
Right.
I said to my mom that should stop to park the truck, let's call it like that, there, because it will disappear. And 3 days later, it did.
That's amazing.
It is. But we all have these. So there's the spectrum of light. That's the spectrum of sound, spectrum of light / color, right? And you can see it totally. Animals can hear, some animals can hear so much more than us can, right? Dogs. The owner is not yet home and he's already at the window barking, and the tail do, because he has the knowledge given through the senses that have a bigger scope, as in the hearing mode, that car with that specific sound is getting closer. Or animals that see without light. So they actually see.
Uh-huh.
It's just that we are wonderfully tailor-made in this way, but the less wonderfully part, I would say, about it is that we have so much conditioning and so much bias. Don't do this, don't do that, don't say this. Less and less nowadays because it's getting more mainstream, right?
Yes, thank goodness.
Either from school or from religion or from whatever, also from politics and pharmaceuticals, I should add. They play a big part in our lives. And so we kind of shut down the ability to be us fully or more fully. So we all have these other senses. It's just about getting them and being open to that awakening and to whatever the awakening brings. And when I say whatever, I say benevolent, whatever that awakening brings, because when it brings more of who you are, when it heals parts of you, when it integrates parts of you that in a way were scattered and you were feeling lost or you were feeling unfulfilled, or for the outside, you have a big smile and a big house or lots of money, but in the inside, you are sad and frustrated and you don't even know why. That awakening plays a part on the healing side, but also on the expansion side. And so when you are able to be open to what you don't know, because you don't know, life unfolds I would say, in a beautiful way.
I absolutely love talking to you because I can sense that you have such a different way. And I even think some of my questions are just so like not even in your realm, because you are on another level. You're on another level. And I get it. I feel that.
Such a huge compliment. I appreciate, but I also must add, this is not random, and you are also in another level. It's just about tuning in. It's just about, okay, now I'm ready for that other part, and to do what I do, I always tell people, and sometimes some people understand it as a weakness, which is not. You need to be humble and ready to learn more and ready to be present for yourself and ready to feel whatever you're feeling. About feelings. My yesterday day was super emotional. It was super emotional because a client got free from cancer.
Wow.
He lives in the UK, has two little kids, and his mother that first got to know me, she's in Asia. She works in Asia, and she texted me saying, "My son is free, and thank you so much for a word of gratitude." And I felt that in all my being, because when one heals, plenty heal, and it's not just about being present for the kids or the wife or the friends or mother. It's so much more than that, because when one person is able to rationally, but more and more on a subconscious level, raise above something, that is a wave that spreads. And we are all connected. And so I cried like a baby. Girl, just stop it. I went for a walk. I love to walk, and I'm all about nature. So I go and see my trees. They're not mine, but it's like they were. And the birds, because it got to be a sunny day. And then I went for a chocolate because it's my favorite thing. And it was a kind of a celebration. Like, you won this huge, huge challenge. And I'm very then humbled to be part of it, you know?
Wow.
So
Wow.
I texted that one person that I know that understands, like a dear, dear, dear friend that understands it, because I wanted to share it. And I was not expecting to say it here, but suddenly it arises.
Yes. I'm glad you said it because that's pretty amazing, Gisela. I mean, that's incredibly amazing.
But you see, it's all about being the now. And I usually tell to people that reach out to me in my groups and everything that I give my 1000%. And then you need to be present because it's an interchange. It's a communication. It's not just from this part to that part. And of course, in this case, there was medical stuff happening the same way. And so it's a dialogue. And it's a communication. And I often say I give homework because it's about also empowering the one or the ones present in front of me in the way that they can evolve within themselves and go to the next level and use it as much as they are willing to do it, you know? And so that's super emotional day. I had the day to write and to work on my program and actually to exchange some material with Drew and Jason. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just crying. I'm sobbing. Well, in a happy, really happy way.
And you know, if you think about this, there's so many times that we have these emotions come up and we don't face them or feel them and we do whatever and we keep moving forward. And to hear you allow it to be there is um, just so inspiring.
Yes, in the end of the day, in the beginning of the day, in the now, we are humans. We have a body that goes through X amount of chemical experiences within us and emotional experiences and rational and subconscious, unconscious, that we are so diverse that we don't even fully know ourselves. So the more you contract who you are, what you're feeling, the less you are willing to, okay, how does it taste? How can I cope with this? This is good. Like, let's have more. This is not as good. What is this telling me? Should I reach out to someone who's the someone more aligned with me? Am I willing to experience something different? Something different, like this is something different. This man was with doctors and actually for a long time, and he was able to move. Of course, his mother was fundamental because she got to know me from a friend, and he was willing to, okay, let's step in the unknown and be willing to receive and be part of it, not just to receive, to be part of it. So.
Wow. You said you were working on your program. Tell us about your program.
My program is the Path of InPower. In power. Absolutely like what I just said, in the sense of going through some phases that bring to the ones that are taking the program more knowledge about themselves, healing parts of themselves, and also expanding, because Let me give 2 examples. I had last Saturday, the present group, we were doing very thorough method that they can then apply in their lives for as much as they want. And this beautiful woman connected with when she was around 7 and some experiences at school. And she, throughout the session, she got to evolve in that. But in the end, when I ask, how are you feeling? Share what you got, because it's about communication. So, and it's also about making information available for everyone, because what one shares, maybe you don't feel the same, but you are aware. Oh, makes sense. I never thought of that. Mm-hmm. We have mirror neurons that get also the benefit from whatever is being shared. And so going back to the woman, she said, I tuned in with an experience when I changed school, and that my mother needed to support me in ways that I was not expecting. And I had a neighbor that was in the same school, and he kind of protected me. And so my body is still shaking. I never knew how much weight it had in my life, such as my body is still shaking. And what I got to realize was that from that experience, I kind of was always feeling someone needs to be present for me. And more than that, to get prosper in life, I will need also someone to be there for me. So I never felt that I had the potential within myself to be myself fully, because this experience was so, and I know that everybody involved did it from a love place, but in the sense, what it played, the part that it played in my life was, I always need someone to be there. I always need someone to protect me. So this is huge. And she was shaking, and the shaking was a super good part. Mm-hmm. Her body was releasing trauma that she didn't even knew she had. Wow. So the shaking and feeling the cold and the warm, and now this, my arm hurts a little bit. Oh, it's gone. And now it's the other one. No, you know, it's the energy moving, and your circuitries releasing trauma and tension and residual information that is trapped. Mm-hmm. And so it's about allowing yourself to be fully present, to trust the process, to engage and experience whatever you need to experience. I'm not that decides. You are, as the person there, but you in connection with your higher self that is playing out the highest experience for your highest benefit. And so that was so empowering, because she got to perceive a pattern that she didn't knew she had. Mm-hmm. So it changes everything in the life of the one experiencing. Mm-hmm. And so the second example that is, I think it's wonderful to give, it's more rational people tend to, it's what the I see, right? And then they go into this framework and they experience themselves outside themselves, or experience, oh, I felt someone touched me. Besides the energy moving, because by itself, it's a lot. Everything is energy, and every energy is information, and that information needs to be communicated. And so It's either it's the feelings, the emotions, or the energy moving in your body, or the perceptions. I have this. It's also a woman, a beautiful grandma, and she gets to see these neon colors that she cannot explain. And I totally understand what she's saying, but it's fundamental for her evolution. And so her evolution, it's in motion. Her intuition developed, her gut feeling developed, her I know because I know that wisdom side, it's the path of InPower. Because we all have it in different ways. DNA code, right? And so different people have different codes. And so the approach is from different aspects of our lives, and I should say of our beings, to connect all these scattered parts. And so having integration and having not really identity shifting. I don't like that expression that much. It's more identity alignment. Because you're not shifting to something else. You are aligning with the parts of yourself and then moving to other experience. And plenty of times it's about moving to other parallel reality that you can tap in, because we are doing it always. We are actually always doing it, whether we are conscious about it or not. And so that's the beauty of the program. Healing aspects, let's call it very 3D, but also expanding in your array of resources that you don't even know that you know, and having a bigger perspective towards yourself, towards life, towards others, and getting to connect with that alignment within yourself, and having the understanding of your higher self is there for you. Other beings, if you're resonating with it. And again, it's not me deciding it in your behalf. It's whatever you are willing to take. Because for some people, it's more of a stretch. Oh, guys, what's that? But then when they kind of let themselves go in the love of it, oh my gosh, I want to stay there, you know? And it's everything. We don't know what we don't know until you know it, until you experience it. And so it's about, we live in a time of, there's so much technology for connection, but at the same time, there's so much disconnection. Yeah. And feeling apart and feeling separated, not feeling whole. And so this is the program for that. And then being more whole, aligned with yourself, you can manifest the life you want. Because again, you're not shifting, but you are aligning with yourself and the potentiality that's around you. And so then you can, okay, this is something that I resonate with. I want this. And so how do I align with that? The first thing is to become that. But if you're all scattered and feeling disconnected, how do you align? You know?
Right. That's such a good point. Who specifically do you feel called to serve, Gisela?
I work especially with high achievers, truth seekers, change makers. And I put it like this. But if you go and think what's a high achiever, maybe someone in corporate or entrepreneur, a CEO or a director, whatever, with a super wonderful life on the outside and feeling disconnected in the inside, or can be a grandmother taking care of a few grandchildren and wanting more for life. And so, especially high achievers, truth seekers, change makers, because those are the ones more committed to invest and do it. Invest in themselves. It's not about, okay, send me energy. That works, agree, but it's not what the best way. You should not be dependent. You should
Mm-hmm.
age and transform yourself. And so, in a way, these blends so many aspects of us. The Path of InPower blends so many aspects of us that, in a way, maybe I should not say it, but I will. It saves years of therapy, because then you have tools, also some tools to put on your day-to-day life, put in practice, and evolve and get to more of yourself, more of who you are. It's the heart of becoming. I wrote a chapter in Radical Courage, and it's called The Heart of Becoming, and it's one of my experiences. So I did call the method Art of Becoming, but the Path of InPower, because that's how it resonates. And so those high achievers, truth seekers, change makers that are feeling disconnected and wanting more, feeling lost, feeling sad, in some cases, nobody knows about it, because on the outside, you may look so great. And so this is the place for that alignment with yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those high achievers do look so great on the outside. Everything looks so, you think, oh, you see that.
I live it myself. I making lots of money, a wonderful house, a decaying marriage that was a big part of it, and not sharing this other part of me was also a part of it. And so it took me to get really sick. And okay, let's be fully me.
Mm-hmm. And that's usually when it happens. We sometimes have to get sick or something falls apart, and then all of a sudden we're like, okay, let's change. And that's the way it goes, right?
Yeah, that's the traditional way, I should say. Now you can start to realize that, okay, there's more. I don't know what the more it is, but I want to find it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying this because I have people arriving to me saying, I don't know what is, I know there's more, and I know you can make me understand or realize or connect with. But yes, there's that expression of a part of our lives that we look at and we call negative, that got us to be in a not good place.
Mm-hmm.
Then from that, you sometimes are happy to have a quantum shift,
Yeah.
a quantum leap, and understand so much more about yourself and about what life truly is and about what it means to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about pleasing other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's about being aligned with you and being you truthfully. And that
Yeah.
is, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, okay, it's up to you.
I used to say that to my husband all the time. He's a financial guy, and everything was about money and making more money, and I'd see the stress, the highs and the lows, and I would say, if you can't handle these highs and lows, like, get out, like, do something different. It's not a sometimes there's such a big miss, and it's hard to watch, and I'm not saying I haven't been there myself. I have. I get it. But these changes can help us.
That's one of the programming, right? The more you have, the better you are.
Yeah.
But that is based on the materialistic point of view, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be like that, more to matter. And now it's evolving to, okay, there's so much more than matter, right? And so that programming of kind of what you do is what you are. How much you make is who you are. It's so ingrained that even if you want to step aside, you don't know how to do it because it's the core of who you are because you were bought like that.
Yeah.
And so Path of InPower is also for that kind of situation. It's especially for that kind of situation because then you feel all that stress, you feel all that disconnection, feeling or even guilty. So now I have this beautiful house and I don't feel okay. I have this amount of money and I travel the world or I go to X amount of masterminds and I have all these degrees and studies, and why am I not feeling happy or fulfilled?
Yeah.
And so it's about going inside, going within. I have to I call them popcorns, and they both decided to follow engineering. And so when the second one decided as well, I'm not from that field of expertise, and their father isn't as well. I stopped and like, what is this telling me? And so I understood that most of my life playing different roles and also in different work / jobs / whatever I was doing at a point, but especially now with what I do, it's about re-engineering life from within. And that means to get, in shamanism, it's called fragmentation. It's get those parts that are not seen, that kind of fallen apart, to get them back, to restore them, and then to align yourself with yourself, not with what you are supposed to do, not with what someone tells you you should or you shouldn't,
Yeah.
Because life is so much more than what you do. You are not what you do at all. That is just an expression.
Yeah. Yeah. And culturally, I feel like it's so learned, and like, you talked about this a little bit earlier too. It's socially, it's taught, and it's, I guess, how we take it, right? And what we make it mean.
Even you go to school to learn stuff, to graduate from something so that you have a job or a skill to make life. Basically, it's this. You're not all those other equally important aspects of life, right? Study, get good grades, graduate, and then you'll find a job or you'll make it your own job and make a life.
Yeah. Yeah. What can people expect when they work with you? You've kind of given us a good flavor of it already, but
They can expect authenticity. I'm saying this because there's so many shiny objects, and do this and 3 steps that way and other steps those way, that other way, and you'll find whatever. And it's about committing with yourself that you are willing to do the path and knowing that are others doing. I do it one as well, other than besides doing it as a group, and knowing that you're not alone. I'm there because I am. And that plays a crucial part, because sometimes people buy all these range of courses and programs, and they don't get to finish them, or they get to finish them, but just in their minds. And their minds, it's just a part of, it's not the embodying it, And so yourself to be scared and have your body shaking if that's the case, and sharing it and releasing it and go to the next level. So people can expect authenticity and full commitment to whatever is your situation, you're not alone. And I've done everything that's in the program. I've done it myself. That's one of the ways that I work. I test it, I do it, I do it, I do it. I kind of taste the range of it, and then I offer. And can expect as well my Infinite Love Collective to be fully present and channeling and giving the best that is available at each given moment.
And how can people get in touch with you?
So Gisela Infinite Love, it's my brand, and social media Gisela Infinite Love, and some other Gisela Rodrigues. I speak both English and Portuguese. Portuguese is my first language, and they can find me that way.
Wonderful. Do you want to do something with the identity?
Yes, let's close your eyes. Well, if you're driving, don't close your eyes. But close your eyes and inhale slowly through your nose. And also exhale slowly through your mouth. Do it a couple of more times. Inhale slowly through your nose. And exhale slowly through your mouth. And go to your heart. Sense your heart. Visualize your heart, whatever is your best way. And from that place, say out loud or within, I am. Repeat once more, I am. One last time, I am. And now choose your best landscape and see yourself in front of you. But the self that you are seeing in front of you is the you in the future. Is the you that as everything is everything you dream of. And understand that you actually already exists in a parallel reality that is available for you to tune in. And so watch yourself being that person in front of you, walking towards you. Notice how she or he walks, the way she or he moves, maybe the smile, the words that you can hear, and see behind she or he, maybe the house of your dreams, maybe the healthy body, whatever it may be. Maybe just laughter and joy. Maybe running in a field filled of flowers, or diving in the ocean. And understand that you are multidimensional And you can be here, seeing yourself in the future walking towards you. And at the same time, watching some of the aspects of your future self's life. Now engage with the eyes. He or she is getting really close to you. Look at the eyes. Your future self is reaching out with his or hers hands. He's inviting you for that alignment as his arms, her arms extended to you. You may choose to give hands, getting closer, or getting a hug. Experience that. Hands on hands. Experience that hug. It's not a visualization, it's really happening now. Feel that hug. Maybe you sense some words or some message. And be open to the full integration of you now with that future you. And so you become more aligned. All those possibilities, those potentialities are even more at reach. Allow yourself to fuse the you now with your future self. And at a point, it's just one. Se, shita, kayoto, se, shita. It's just one. You are one with that parallel existence that is now also you. It's an embodiment, an integration, a blending. Capture that energy. You can tell your cells to fully capture that energy. You can tell your brain and your heart to remember and to fully integrate this energy. And so when you go to sleep, the next couple of days, you can bring it to memory and fall asleep like that, in that place that you already are. But it's also an exploration. Breathe in slowly through your nose. And when you feel like, come back How was it?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, oh, great.
Yeah. I felt a huge shift through my shoulder and my collarbone, and through my spine and my core.
It's still happening, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's still it's kind of painful, but I know it's like good.
Yes. It's kind of,
And
yeah,
go ahead.
it's kind of knots that we have, trapped emotions, trapped energies that need to change, shift, and make us more available to what we know we are. But go ahead.
I I felt like this need to control other people's behaviors to stay safe. And I saw my future self like saying, let it go, let it go.
That's huge.
Uh
That
huh.
that's the part of you that wants to know in advance how things are gonna play out. And so that relates also to your upbringing of how you should behave and say things, and all is well. You all had contracts, you all had the knowledge of what most likely would play in this lifetime as in other lifetimes. And it's just about realizing that those aspects that are not seen or not addressed can easily be addressed and seen. And you can evolve within yourself and let it go. And when we say let it go, it's let it go in the sense of transformation, but it's also let it go in the sense of taking advantage of that you don't that you no longer want. Taking advantage in the sense of, okay, this part that doesn't serve me no more. Maybe it served me in the past. What did it bring to my life? Maybe it helped me with structure. Maybe it helped me with whatever may it be. Close your eyes. Zushti saki kosi. Tiki. Tikishta. Ta. You can open your eyes. And so it's about allowing your heart to be fully present and allowing your mind to follow the highest expression of yourself at any given moment, and not getting stuck in what was or how it should be.
I feel that in my stomach after you just said that. The tugging or, whew.
It's good. It's your physical body and your emotional body surfacing and releasing in a benevolent way. When you get stuck with trapped emotions, trauma, often that evolves in not only in a less expression of who you are, but also in just accept that you are aligning with yourself. And for a little bit may feel a bit challenging. Oh, I'm feeling this or that, but your own energy responding to you.
I feel the I felt some um, shivering through my, yeah.
Allow that to happen. And even throughout your day or even tomorrow, if you feel like just just know what it is.
Wow.
And you can just say, I am.
Hmm.
And oh, it's happening. I am.
Wow, this was really amazing. Thank you so much. I feel this so deeply in my body.
My pleasure. Our pleasure, actually, because I'm the one talking, but we are the ones here present.
Mm.
And kind of a third language because I'm Gisela speaking in English, but there's a whole range of language being spoken.
Hmm.
Sacred geometry, colors, symbols that are other type of languages that are impacting your unconscious mind.
How do I sign up?
Well, please do. I'll send you the link.
Oh, thank you. This was incredible.
Welcome. And drink water with a pinch of salt throughout the day so
Okay.
that often people need to um, release physically. And that's also part of the process of releasing physically. So then you intake water that is different, that blends with you in a different way. And we are, most of us, of our physical body is water. So
Okay.
that's also important.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so happy that you were available for this.
That was really powerful. That's
This is one of the reasons why I'm in the radical universe, because it's about taking these kind of, I don't like it to call work, but for the sake of a small explanation, taking this kind of work that I do, that we do, to more and more people, because you just felt it, right?
mhm,
And so this is so transformational. And again,
mhm.
it's not from, my brand is Infinite Love. So it's not from love and benevolence and being, you are me. There's no difference. And so that's why I'm in the radical verse. I know Jason for a few years. I fully trust him. And now I know Drew. I love him as well. And love both of them. And they're present again with authenticity. And they bring so much insight and so much um, to the table that it's not possible to say no. So I'm very grateful to the work that we are doing and their knowledge and keeping high standard on what they do and going to all those events and always more and more, and actually getting to know this side of the world that they were not as much in touch, because that requires open heart and open mind and time to get to understand it and get to, not exactly to get to do it, but you have to know what the other one does so that you can serve it more, right? So I'm so happy. I'll be the one continuing. I don't use the word always, but in this case it's an exception always.
And I'm so glad that we did this demonstration because I mean what I felt and the transformation in my body is something that we can talk about, but I actually felt that and went through that. in real time. So
Yes.
yeah, great.
So it's also about doesn't need to take a long time. That's
No.
why a while ago I said I should not say this, but actually I should. Another perspective, it's kind of years of therapy, whatever that compacted, because you connect with your emotions, you connect with your rational part, you connect with your subconscious level, you connect with your body. You there is this range, and you connect with aspects of you that you didn't even knew they were there.
Mm-mm. I had no idea I was trying to control and the way I felt that in my body. And it's actually causing issues. Yeah.
Yes. Besides the water, you can jump a little bit so that it gets more loose.
All right, Gisela, thank you. This was a beautiful interview. Appreciate it. And thank you.